I just thought I'd talk a little bit about, I've talked about some of the accessibility and aims and aspirations of the project, but we also hoped to talk a little bit about some of the challenges. So we've spent a lot of time as a gallery dealing with some of the sort of more pragmatic things and the challenges. So everything from incomplete collections databases to trying to manage the workload of the staff against other projects, image management. So some of the images we've been working with to get the right kind of detail for some things Paul just briefly mentioned were too big for the software that we were working with at the time. So that's something that we can hopefully take back to the industry. We wanted to work a lot with artists and copyright associations because obviously artwork comes with a whole load of issues. So we've been speaking with artists directly as individuals who've been making suggestions about what should go in the terms and conditions when people start using the app, to people who want to manipulate and watermark their own images so we don't even have full control over exactly what we're going to be using, to speaking to people like the Design and Artist Copyright Society who'd never dealt with this before. So we're actually challenging them to think about their working processes. So they went away and had to think about it and came back with some prices based on that. And Paul's mentioned where do you hold images for security? Is it on the device or is it in the cloud? But I suppose one of the things that I wanted to bring up was thinking about how artists try and understand what we're dealing with. And the image you can see is by an artist called Albert Irvin. And interestingly, when this image was dropped into Keynote, it actually cropped it, which wasn't intentional. But one of the conversations I had with Albert was, well, can people see the image in its entirety when it's on the app? And I was trying to explain, well, it depends on the viewer's point of view. It's kind of a dynamic thing where it's like being in a space. You view it and you get the room that you're in and the perspective and everything else. So having added the credit line to this and everything else that we'd agreed, it's now appeared in this room with none of those things and not in its entirety. So I've noticed cameras. So for everyone in the room, just in case this ends up on the internet or anywhere else, this is Albert Irvin's work, Thames. And I'm sorry, Albert.